Now, the question could be, what is the quotient? What is the quotient of f of x and g of x? Or they can just say, divide f of x by g of x. It could be either way. Okay, so the question could be, which is the fourth one. This fourth one, we are not going to go into detail of it on how to evaluate it until we do one other topic. But let me just write it. Let me just write it. So there is we can do f of x divided by g of x, or you can write it as f over g of x. So these are two ways you can write it. And then when you write it this way, you have to put a condition that g of x cannot be equal to 0. Because if the denominator is equal to 0, then that becomes undefined. That becomes undefined. That becomes undefined. Okay? So now let's just write out the expression the way it looks like, and then we will come back to it later on to solve after dealing with another topic. I'll tell you the topic we have to deal with before we come back to solve it.
Isn't that going to be like, when you do the topic, isn't that going to be long division?
Yes, it is long division or synthetic division. There's also another one. So, but let's just write it out. Let's just write out that if we are doing this, we are going to do x plus 2 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 3. Okay? So this you can evaluate by what is called partial sum. It's called partial sum, this one. You can evaluate it, may be evaluated using partial sum. That's a technique that we have to learn as a separate topic. Now, if on the other hand, we have g of x over f of x. So it is going to be x squared plus 2x plus 3 divided by x plus 2. So this one may be evaluated using long division. Okay? As long as the value of x, f of x is not equal to 0. So where you can add where f of x is not equal to 0. Okay, so what that means is the value of x cannot be any number, such that when you substitute x into it, it turns the denominator to 0. So you can have a solution. Now, if you are looking at this, let's just run a brief analysis. If x plus 2 is equal to, let's say, 0, it means x is equal to -2. So in that case, if we substitute -2 here, if we substitute it here, it is going to be -2 plus 2, which is going to be 0, right? And any number divided by 0 is going to be undefined. So there is not going to be a solution if x is equal to -2. There won't be any solution.